There's a company of people, a lot of people who do not believe in Sangoma and say, till now we are Christians, we are born again.
But it shows you what colonization has done to our people.
Okay.
They want to believe. This plant, water, do I need to believe in water, or do I need to know that this is water, and if I drink it, it's going to quench my thirst and it's going to help my body?
We are continuing with Cosmological Argument, Part 2 with Gerald Blondie Makhene, a musician and producer, record producer, sound engineer. Blondie, welcome to Part 2.
Thank you for having me, Doctor.
Yeah, here I want to, I think on Part 1 we spoke about belief, faith. You said you do not believe. And then you were a Christian, meaning that you were a believer before, and now you are no longer a believer. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are you now?
I wouldn't know what I am. I know I'm an African with an African knowledge. I know the beginning of our life as a people in the whole world started here in Africa. I know that white people cannot make a black person, but a black person can make a white person. So we, the children of Atumra, Abantwana Bagantu, we are the ones who have blessed the world with people.
Let's talk about Sangoma, Inyanga, and what is the third one? You've got Sangoma, you've got Inyanga, you've got Mtakati.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you? Are you Sangoma? Are you Inyanga? Are you Mtakati?
Mina ngisangoma mkhulu.
Sangoma.
Ngiza ngengoma.
Uza ngengoma. Okay. Are you saying all Sangomas have to be musicians?
They don't have to be musicians, but the song is their calling, is their call to
their ministry.
Yes, ingoma. Sangoma. And then what do you call a composer?
Okay.
Umgoma. Yes.
Okay.
So the drum, that's the song. Shobalaba ngoma sabingelela, shobalaba ngoma sabingelela. That's the music.
Okay.
Yes.
Just sing that again.
Shobalaba ngoma sabingelela, shobalaba ngoma sabisela, shobalaba ngoma sabingelela, shobalaba ngoma sabusela. Oh, shobalaba ngoma. Oh, shobalaba ngoma.
Okay. So, do you think a Christian can sing that song?
Yes. Akiri, the Nyangas of today.
Yeah.
Why is two in the Nyanga hood?
Okay.
Is because some of our elders, they died in Christendom.
Okay.
So
tell me the lyrics of this song. What are you saying?
Shoba labangoma. You know the shoba?
Yeah.
Yes.
Labangoma, lizangoma.
Lezangoma.
Yeah, shoba labangoma. Siyabingelela. You are greeting.
Shoba labangoma siyavusela. Yes.
Now, so you are a sangoma.
Yes, sir.
Why did you choose to be a sangoma?
I don't choose to be a sangoma.
Oh.
My calling leads me to where I end up.
You were called?
Yes.
Called by who?
Called by the call.
Okay.
Yes.
Were you called by ancestors to be a sangoma, or you appointed yourself, self-appointed?
I would never be self-appointed. Mina, when people, because I used to wear this long before I was a sangoma.
Okay.
And people would say, oh, I call Laona. He's bringing this thing upon himself. So when I was called, it just went lights out in front of me. And you don't know what feelings you get in your body, but your body is just turned around.
Gerald, can you do another song? Let me interrupt you. You've done Shabalaba Ngoma. Can you do another song?
Another song. Ostunyasa mutulele bo stunyasa mutulele stunyasa mutulele bo stunyasa mutulele au shwele baba shwele ba au shwele nyashweleza baba oh shwele baba.
So this is amazing. Gerald, you're a Christian now. You're a Sangoma, right? And do you heal people? Do you have power to heal?
Yes, I heal people when I'm working. I help people.
Do you use herbs?
Yes, we use plants.
Plants?
Yes, South African indigenous plants.
Okay.
Yes.
But who taught you that?
Ephehlweni ubaba wangifundisa. Ubaba, the one who was training me.
Okay.
He taught us about.
Tell me a little bit about Ephehlweni. What is this?
That's the place of discovery, the place where you find out your madness. Because when we go in there, the mind is really at another place. So you like coming for healing. And Ephehlweni is that place where you find yourself, where you begin to, your protocol of life, ukuthi how your ancestry stands.
Bluza,
Yes.
Here's another question. There are people who do not believe in Zangoma, especially those who are Christians. I'm also still asking on behalf of the viewers. They don't remember. This question is not like me, but I'm asking on behalf of the viewers. There's a company of people, a lot of people who do not believe in Zangoma and say, till now we are Christians, we are born again.
But it shows you what colonization has done to our people.
Okay.
They want to believe. This plant, water, do I need to believe in water, or do I need to know that this is water, and if I drink it, it's going to quench my thirst and it's going to help my body?
Yeah.
I don't believe in water. I don't believe in the plants that I use. I know, just like you don't pray for Panado when you drink it,
Okay.
I don't pray for these plants to work. These plants have been made to work. We have some guys from the University of Johannesburg, some Buddha boys.
Yeah.
They researched our plants. They actually found out that this plant actually has got a scientific name. They studied these things and they show you, Mkhulu, the map of how these things work together and what it is made out of. It is amazing that Buddha should do that.
When you came here, you said to me, Togoza Mkhulu. What does that mean?
Togoza.
What does that mean?
It's greetings. It's I'm saying happiness to you.
But why do you call me Mkhulu then?
You are Mkhulu. You are Dr. Pume. You are Mkhulu. You handle people, masses of people in your space. You are Mkhulu. You are Baba.
Okay.
You are a teacher. You are like a Kobela. Because the people that leave your space don't leave it the same way they came in.
Okay.
They come out being renewed.
Okay. Gerald, here's another question.
Sir.
What is your take on people who belittle Izangoma and denigrate Izangoma and say this is demonic?
As a Sangoma.
Yeah, as a Sangoma. You've got Christians when they look at you. Yes. This is a question I'm asking on behalf of the people. When they look at you and they say what he's doing is demonic. Yes. What is your take on that?
My father, when I left my last day as I was leaving, she said to me, Hamba Mthakathi. Because wherever you're gonna go to, that's your new name. That's what they will call you. Umthakathi. So again, about belief, we're not trying to harvest people.
Okay.
We're not trying to set up a church. Whether they believe in us, I'm not a person. I was not into going to Sangomas.
Okay.
But life will lead you. When my daughter was going into her second year being paralyzed,
okay,
when the only thing that could help us stand up was song, I decided to go to Abangoma.
Okay.
And when I got there, in 30 minutes time, my child was healed. So you see, it's not about belief. It's about what you know, what you've seen. I saw it with my own eyes. Ubaba healed my daughter. In 30 minutes, she was standing. And she said to her, you are fine now. But if you don't take up the calling, you will be like this again very soon.
What about people who say this Sangoma thing and Inyanga thing is associated with demons?
It's associated with demons because they are taught by their Bible. Christianity teaches them. And Christianity is right. Ubunyanga, as slangani, the physical plants, zihlangana kanjani with spirituality.
Okay.
These are plants. When I pick up a plant and I eat it, I don't pray for it.
Okay, are you trying to say, Blondie, that there are things that Christians do not know about Ngoma, Ubai Sangoma? Are you saying you people, there are other things that you have discovered and things that you know in life which Christians do not know? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying there's another?
Remember, Mkhulu, that Christians are Africans. And Christians, wherever they come from, there was Izinyanga. Remember, before 1611, before the Bible was published, how did the people of Africa find health? What did they use to be healthy? Because we had sangomas, we had doctors then, before Jesus came, before the white man came here.
Remember, I'm not denigrating Izangoma. I'm not denigrating Christianity. I'm not using derogatory schemes against any religion on this platform. My question, my duty is to ask questions so that people can learn and know. Because I'm hearing some new things from you. What about the beads that you are wearing on your head? Don't you think it's demonic?
No. Being black is demonic, let me tell you. You can see in the Bibles of old, there was a black Satan and there was a white holy Jesus.
Okay.
You see, so King Tutetamelanang together then is the night and the day in a war. In the day, the sun dominates, and the night. Once it's turn, so it's a war. The sun and the darkness, they will always fight because the darkness wants to have its time and the sun wants to have its time.
So are you saying Christians represents the light and Izangoma represents darkness?
Well, if Zangoma represent darkness, all colors of the world come from darkness.
Okay.
So do I represent evil? When all the colors of the world come from me. Without black, there's no white. There's no any color. Okay. So how can you call black demonic?
Okay. You're not wearing beads on your head?
Yes.
On your hands. Why?
Why should I?
Okay.
I know what I am. Okay. I know my calling.
All right.
I carry it in my mind, in my heart. I carry it even on my head.
In this program, please, I use attacking questions.
No,
and people are accustomed to that.
Thank you.
The first one that we did, I was very soft on you. So we are
be gentle on me.
So, don't you think the beads that you are wearing will be an impediment for you to enter the kingdom of heaven?
The kingdom of heaven.
Of heaven.
One day we were.
Remember, there are people who think exactly the way I'm asking. Yeah.
One day we were sitting as a group of Izangoma, and one of the Zangomas went emoyeni. He went into the spiritual.
Yeah.
And then one thing that came out of that incident was this Lozi saying, Uti, Ilozi, that came out of him.
Yeah.
Uti, there is no heaven. There's only us. here.
Okay.
Which heaven are you going to? There's only us here, says Leslie.
Okay. The roses, where do they stay?
They stay inside
Yes.
you and me.
So it came out of this
It
person
comes out of you, yes.
and spoke to you people.
And he speaks to us.
Okay. So where do they live?
Amadlozi.
Yeah.
Well, we have something that we call emalwandle.
All right.
Emalwandle. But I don't know if you'll understand what I'm saying. But that's where they stay. That's their resting place. But we are the home of Amadlozi. For my Amadlozis to exist, I have to exist. They don't have feet, they don't have hands, they don't have a mouth to speak. They have to use me to speak.
Okay.
So I am the home of Amadlozi.
What about the Supreme Being?
The Supreme Being, I'm the home of the Supreme Being. I am the home. If you read your Bible well, you've been made in the image of God. When I've seen you, I've seen God. When you've seen me, you should have seen God.
Yeah. That kind of information, where did it come from? Where did you get it from?
The information
The
biblical information.
The one that you say, when you see me, you see God, and also that...
That's the Bible. Is that not the Bible?
Talking about the image of God, that God
Yes,
imparted His
that's
image.
the Bible. I've read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation.
Okay. But you still use that information and mingle it with Amadlozi.
I mingle it with Amadlozi.
Yeah.
Can you separate God and Amadlozi? Can you separate my healing with God? What would make a person think, Guti, if I make a person well, if I heal people, I take them out of their trouble, that I'm evil?
Now you've come to the place where I wanted you.
Yes.
That means you agree that there is God. You agree?
Marakiri, the thing is, which God? That's a problem, that Christianity wants you to have that one God.
Yeah.
Which God? If I say my God is Atum Ra,
Yeah.
and the God of the water is Amun Ra,
Yeah.
you see,
Atumra, where does Atumra come from?
he comes from the atom.
Yeah, atom. Where does the atom come from?
You can ask science that.
Yeah.
You can ask science that, because it's all scientific.
Okay, so God came from something, right?
Well, he came from an atom.
Okay.
He came from an atom. That
Okay.
is something, if that's what
Okay.
you're talking.
Before there was nothing. What was there?
Before there was nothing.
Yeah, what was there?
What was there? Well, nothing would mean that it was all dark and airy and there was nothing tangible. And then the atom in its own, it created something out of itself. And we call it earth, we call it humanity, we call it plants, we call it whatever.
Okay.
But the atom,
Yeah. The information that you have, another Sangoma will still have the same, or you differ with others?
we're not the same.
You're not the same?
We don't read the same books, we don't hang out with the same people.
Okay.
So you may have a different view, but the most successful Sangomas are Maqaba, those that never became Christians.
Now, Amadlozi, is it dead people? People who died.
Well,
you can't call a person like me and saying he was a living person.
You can be a living Glozi.
Oh, okay.
Your work, what you do for people.
All right.
And you are a living Glozi. You are an ancestor because you stand here to represent your ancestors, those that came before you, your forebearers. You stand for them as you stand here.
Gerald, when you die, where are you going?
Well, my body will be buried.
Yeah.
My spirit will find a place in people like you, people who find me worthwhile. My spirit will come back and live amongst you.
Okay.
Because a spirit does not die.
Okay.
The body will die one day, but my spirit,
Okay.
people will talk about me long after I'm dead. That's because of my spirit.
When you are dead, your children, will they be able to communicate with you? The ones who will be on earth here.
Will they be able to? Can you communicate with Jesus?
No, I'm saying, yeah, people pray to Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, but what are they doing? They hustling the guy every day. Hey, give me a car. Hey, give me a car. What is prayer?
Well, from Christianity, prayer is the vehicle by which they communicate with God. At any hour of the day, they might just kneel down, and His line is never busy. And they communicate with God through Christ.
And they communicate with God who lets them be oppressed for 400 years,
Yeah.
and God does not answer them. You see,
What about the Madlozi? Why were the Madlozis for?
Ke nna le dlozi, mkhulu. I make things happen in my life.
Okay.
When I speak to my dlozis, I speak to my heart, I speak to my mind, to the depths of me. If my son can't communicate with me in his being,
Yeah.
then he can't communicate.
Okay.
You speak to your ancestors inside of you, because this flesh,
Yeah.
these bones are bones of bones. They are bones of my elders. I was born of the sperm of my father and the egg of my mother.
So, what is the significance of the beads that you're wearing?
You know, these beads, for one thing,
Yeah.
we used to use them as a form of exchange in Africa.
Okay.
It used to be a form of
Okay.
exchange, used to be money.
Okay.
So that's how important they are.
Okay.
They come from then when they used to be worth so much more. And now they are worth for me to remember what I'm carrying on my shoulders, the people that I'm carrying on my shoulders, the spirits that I'm carrying with me. Yes, wherever I go with the Spirit. You can't separate me from my Spirit. In other words, you can't accept me from my God self.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, before we close, what's the difference of Isangoma and Nyanga?
I think ukuthi inyanga probably heals without throwing bones,
Okay.
and a sangoma throws the bones. If I hope Thokozani Batala, wherever you sit him, correct me.
And then, what will be the difference of Isangoma and Umthakathi?
Isangoma heals, umthakathi causes illness
Illness and death.
and death.
Okay. So, where does Umthakathi come from? Do you go for?
He's born of us.
Oh,
He's born of us.
Born of us.
Yeah, if a person lives in this world,
Do they fly at night or what?
I don't know
Okay.
if they fly at
But
night.
they can-
I know they walk.
They walk.
I know they walk. I know they walk, and then they.
But can they pour poison in your food? They can poison you.
No, they don't throw poison in your food.
How do they kill you then? So you have Sangoma, you have Inyanga, you have Umthakathi. How would you know if a person is Umthakathi?
You would know. Barring khomo we tshwaraka.
Ka dinaka.
Yeah, you hold it.
By the horns.
Yeah, a cow you hold it by the horns. A person you catch him by the tongue.
Yeah.
So I can hear the words you're speaking, whether they are life-giving or destructive. Anybody who you may not even use imiti to tagata,
Oh.
but when you many people, and I've checked it, even many Christians are very evil mkhulu. They pray for the downfall of someone else instead of for their own rise. And mawenza kanjalo umthakathi mkhulu, you are a witch. You wish for someone's downfall. That's witchcraft.
Then what is your message to? I want you to send your message to two different people. Your message to those who are Sangomas and those who are still Twasing and Christians. Your message first to Sangomas. What is your message?
My message first to Christians.
You want to start with Christians?
Yes.
Okay, fine, let's go for it.
Please open your eyes and your ears and your heart and listen. We don't wake up and say, I want to be a Sangoma.
Okay.
We don't wake up and say, I want to be a Sangoma. You wake up and ubungoma sebula. It's here already. So I'm saying to our Christian families, ibang lipilo, bear heart, be with us. We are not pretending. We are truly not well. And do not close your hearts to izangoma, because they are the next door to the healing of your child. And to izangoma, be true, be real. You know, do not fake it. Do the right thing. Heal people.
To izangoma.
To izangoma. Let us heal people. Let's not fake it. Let's not get famous on television. We want to get famous ngobunyanga. No, heal people, help people, because people need you. Bonicodemus, Sibaruti, they are waiting there to come and see you at night. And you see that Nicodemus, it means they are well educated. They know the stuff. They even know what the Nyanga is doing. That's why they come to you at night, because they have confidence in you.
What about herbs that were discovered by Zangoma and Nyanga? Why don't we have intellectual property on that?
Well, we have advocate Sipho Mantula, who is now just joined the movement of organizing Izangoma. And I think that question will be answered then. It will be answered then, because he's very serious about it.
Gerald, here's another question. You have Christians, you have Izangoma.
Yes.
You as a Sangoma, do you accept Christians?
Me as a Sangoma, one of the things I learned ephehlweni was to phahla and to pray. Why would I need to pray? Because lo muntu lona that I'm treating, his ancestors died being Christians. They don't know no other thing. So when you speak to them in a language they understand. In Christendom.
Thank you so much.
Dr.
Thank you so much for coming to this show. What will be your message to other Sangomas and church leaders who want to come to this show?
Well, I wish them light. They must be able to share from the bottom, because you see, Mkulu, I can't sit here and lie to you. I'm almost 70 years old. In September 16th, I'll be 70 years old. And I can't sit here and lie to our people. They've been lied to forever. I have to tell the truth. And tell the truth, Sangoma. Tell the truth, Mfundisi.
Makhene, thank you so much.